Hey everyone, so I just got finished making this C2C. I've been wrapping up all kinds of blankets, and I wanted to come in and just show you all in a simple um, little sample piece how to make a C2C blanket of your own. So let's grab our favorite yarn, grab our hooks that's going to match that yarn, and let's make this simple C2C blanket. All right, so I'm going to turn this, grab some yarn and chain one and pull up. Now I want to chain six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to enter into the fourth chain from the hook and make a double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Should have two more chains unworked. We're going to go into each one and put one double crochet. And now our piece looks like this with 3 double crochets and the chain 3 that we skipped in the beginning. To start our next row, we're going to chain 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to yarn over and we're going to skip the first 3 and go into the fourth chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, and into the fourth we're going to make a double crochet. And we should have 2 unworked chains, and we're going to make a double crochet in each of them. So now we have 2 identical little sections here. Now we're going to take this side right here and just flip it. All right, so we want to just take and just flip it so this open chain 3 area that we skipped is up top. We want to go inside that area, grab our yarn, come up, and just make a slip stitch. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, and into this space we're going to place 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. You see our first row, and here's our second row. To begin a new row, we always chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yarn over. We're going to skip the first 3 chains, then into the fourth one we're going to make a double crochet. We should have 2 more unworked chains, and we're going to go in there and place double crochets as well. Now your piece should be like this, and you should be facing this way. So what we have to do is take and flip. All right, so it's like this, but we just flip that to bring this chain 3 area up on top. We'll go in there, grab our yarn, and pull through and make a slip stitch. All right, so now we're going to chain 3, yarn over, and right into this chain 3 space that we slip stitch in, we will be making 3 more double crochets. 2 and my third one. Now into this chain 3 space that's right here next to us, we want to go inside there, grab our yarn, and make a slip stitch. Chain up 3, and inside this chain 3 space we're going to go back in and place 3 more double crochets. So that is our third row. Now to begin a new row again, we're chain 6, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yarn over. We're skipping 3 chains, and into the fourth one we're placing a double crochet, and into the next 2 chains we're going to also place a double crochet. Our work looks like this. So what do we have to do? We have to flip it to get this chain 3 area on top, so we can go right inside, grab our yarn, and slip stitch into there. All right, now we're working back down, and we're going to chain 3 right into this chain 3 area. We're going to go in and place 3 more double crochets, and then this chain 3 area we want to go inside and slip stitch, chain up 3, and into this chain 3 area we're going to go right back in there and place 3 more double crochets. Into this chain 3 area we want to go in there, grab our yarn, and make a slip stitch. We'll chain up 3 and go right back into that space and place 3 more double crochets. Now once you've actually done it all the way up here, you can kind of see what's happening. To begin a row, if we wanted to do another row, we're just going to chain 6, flip our work. So when we flip it, we're going back down the stairs. Think about it like stairs. Go back down the steps. And we're slip stitching into each one of these chain 3 spaces as we go along. So let's just do one more row so we can fully understand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how you begin a new row. Yarn over. We're still skipping that 3 and going into the 4th chain and making our double crochet, and then we should be able to make 2 more double crochets, giving us 3 double crochets and a chain 3 space on every block. Now our work is like this. So what we want to do is we want to flip it over. Now the chain 3 space is up. We want to go and slip stitch in there, chain up 3, and then go and make 3 more double crochets inside that chain 3 space. Then we want to keep slip stitching into that chain 3 space, chain up 3, and then place 3 double crochets into the chain 3 space that we just slip stitched into. And we'll go and slip stitch into this chain 3 space and chain up 3. Now we're going to go into this space we just slip stitched in, our chain 3 space, and place 3 more double crochets. And this is our last one, so we want to go in there and slip stitch, chain up 3, and place 3 double crochets in that space. And now we see how we build it. So if we wanted to begin again, we'll chain 6 and continue to make these. Okay, so when you begin that first block, you're always going to have to flip it so that you are getting back to this chain 3 space so you can go back down the steps. Okay, so it's just working that's the same way until you grow it as large as you want it. Now once you get it as large as you want it, then we'll begin the decrease method, and where we start capping it off so it doesn't get any bigger, and we'll finish off making this a total square. So in order to decrease, what we must do, once we're ready to decrease, we're just going to chain 3. So once we've come to where we don't want to grow it anymore, we'll chain 3, and then I'm going to flip this work same way we've been flipping. We're going to flip it. And now we're just going to go inside the space, grab our yarn, and that caps it off. All right, so and that's it. Now where we would normally, to increase it, we're chaining 6. When we're ready to decrease, we chain 3. And now we're going to chain 3 more. And we're going to go inside our chain 3 area, where we just slip stitch and make 3 more double crochets. And we'll do as we have been doing, slip stitching into that chain 3 space, and then chain 3 and place 3 double crochets into that same space we just slip stitched in. Slip stitch into the chain 3 space and chain 3, and continue placing 3 double crochets into that same area. Again, slip stitch into that chain 3 space, chain 3, and put 3 double crochets into that chain 3 space we just slip stitched into. And this is the last one for this row, so we want to go into the chain 3 space and slip stitch, chain up 3. And we don't want to grow this anymore. We're not trying to grow anything. So once we connect to that last one, we just want to turn our work, right? And go into this chain 3 space and slip stitch, right? So we already have the length we want. We don't want to increase it. We just want to close it off. So once we get to the last one in that row, then we're just going to chain 3 and turn our work. I'll show you that again, and as you see, it'll keep decreasing. It won't get any bigger. So chain 3 and into the chain 3 space, we're still putting our 3 double crochets, slip stitch into the next chain 3 space, chain 3 up, and continue on as we have been, putting 3 double crochets into that chain 3 space, slip stitch into the next one, and chain up 3, and place our 3 double crochets into the chain 3 space. Now this is our last one in this row, so we're going to slip stitch in here, and we're going to chain up 3, but we're not trying to grow it, remember. So when we get to our last one, we simply want to turn our work so we can go back the other way and slip stitch into that chain 3 space. Now we're going to chain up 3, and as you see, we're decreasing, right? Chain up 3, and we're going to go right into that chain 3 space and give it 3 more double crochets. Slip stitch into the next one and chain up 3 and place our 3 double crochets right there in that chain 3 space. And this is our last one, so we want to slip stitch here and chain 3. And remember, we're not trying to grow it anymore, right? So we're going to turn our work and slip stitch into the chain 3 space and chain 3. We're going to yarn over into the chain 3 space. We're going to place our 3 double crochets. And then slip stitch into our last block right there. And we're done. No. And then chain 3. Turn your work one last time and slip stitch into that first chain 3 area right there. And then that is it. You want to cut your yarn, chain 1 and pull through. So again, that is how you do your C2C, your corner to corner blanket. All right, everyone. So I hope from the little sample size piece that you two are able to make a blanket of your own. Now for borders, you can look at all kinds of options for borders, but even if you choose not to have a border, this thing is love no matter what you do with it. So until next time, I'll see you on Aja's Cozy Crochet Corner.